Alright, this is my third attempt on part 2. Um, so my classes don't start till 11, which is great. I get to stay up till midnight. I wake up about an hour and a half or two before class, so I have time to wake up, and then I still feel great all day, pretty much. But then when midnight hits, I am ready to go back to bed. So what's going to throw me off is Thursdays from now on. I have a class at 9:30 in the morning, which means I have to get up earlier than I'm used to getting up. But anyways, so that's cool. All my classes are going fine. Criminal investigation and policing are both boring, because I know most of the crap. All of my teachers have caught on to the Alex thing. And like the first day in my intro to environmental science class, I had to sign in, and my name on there was Alexander D. Tsort. And then what else? My photography teacher got a little confused on the first day because legally there's 2 Alyssas in our class. And so he was going down, he was like, "Oh, Alyssa, okay, so this must be Alex." So he calls Alex, and I was like, "Here." I was like, "Yes." He goes, and then he says a last name, and I'm like, I'm Tsort, Alex Tsort. And he was like, "Oh, okay." So he marked that down, and he was like, "Oh, Alyssa blank." And I was like, "Yeah, so it just looks like you got your names mixed up. That's cool." So it was fine, and then the next day he called Alex, and then the next time we met, he's calling roll, and he goes, "Alyssa Tsort," and he's looking around, and everybody's like, "What? There's no Alyssa Tsort." And he goes, "Oh, Alex," and I'm like, "Really?" Because so many people just looked at me right then, and I was like, "Really? Like, why couldn't you take note that I'm sitting here and not say anything, just let it go?" That would have worked. Which that's the class I'm going to now, so hopefully he will use Alex, and if not, I'm going to be kind of ticked off. So it's like, you replied to my email I sent you 2 weeks before classes, you had it right the first day, now you're getting it wrong. So yeah, I've been going by Alex, using the men's bathroom every time. I don't let myself talk myself out of it. I've tried to, but hey. So, the other thing is that before you yell at me, listen to the whole story. I've been wearing 2 binders. Now, I had the Underworks 983, and that's the triple front short one, okay? And it was in a medium, and that worked not that well, but the small squeezed the life out of me. And I thought the large would be borderline on me and that it wouldn't compress as much, and so I got the medium. And it works great. Like, I can get it on, it takes a little bit of time. It doesn't squeeze the life out of me too much. And then Jacob, who's on YouTube also, I am subscribed to him. It's like Bones DGAF or something like that, and then a bunch of numbers. I really don't know. But anyways, he gave me his old binder because he ordered a new one. And he gave me the 997, which is the long double front, but it's a large, okay? And yes, I need to lose weight, and Jacob's actually smaller than me, but for some reason it seemed big. Like, I guess because he wore it for a while, and now I have it, and so it's extra stretched out. But it's loose on my stomach, like, especially if I suck my stomach in, like I do sometimes to try and not look as fat. And so it's a little loose, and it doesn't really compress that much. So I say, okay, I'm going to wear both of them. And surprisingly, it's more comfortable than just wearing the medium, because I put this one on bottom, because this one cushions the 983, the short one, and I think it gets a little flatter. So that's fine. I'm pretty sure it's not going to kill me. But what sucks is I'm starting to get the sore right here. I don't know if you can tell. Like that, you can see that little dot. But from it, like, I don't know, rubbing against me, or I don't know. So, it's been good. And I've I don't know if I've been passed, but nobody said anything to me. And this is on my blog. Please comment there if you have any comments. Don't comment on this. I don't check my YouTube as much. Like, I feel like I don't have any updates that are useful to you guys. Sure, I have stuff about my life I can put on my blog, but I don't have anything as far as transitioning goes for the YouTube community. That's just how it is. I feel like, nobody really watches my videos anyways, except for a couple of people that are subscribed to me. A couple of my friends. But read the blog, okay? I plan on updating it a lot more than YouTube videos because, I don't know, it just seems easier to me. Which it generally takes longer, but oh well. So, I go to dinner last night with Soya, of course, because we eat together. We eat dinner together. And we get our food and we sit down. And somebody walks over to the table, and it was obvious as she was walking over that she was physically disabled. A little bit. Somewhat. And so, I was like, okay, whatever. She can say hi, I don't care. And so, I go get barbecue sauce because I have fries, and I have to have barbecue sauce mixed with ketchup for my fries. I know, I'm weird. So, I come back and she's still standing there, and she's talking to Soya. Somewhat. So I sit down with my pizza and my fries in front of me, of course, college diet. And I don't say anything because I don't really have experience talking to people because it was obvious that she also had a mental disability. And I don't have experience with that, really. So I didn't want to say anything wrong, I didn't want to do anything wrong, I didn't want to offend her. I was just going to keep to myself. Besides, I keep to myself anyways. So I start eating, and I'm like, whatever, eat my food. She's going to go, wait a minute. And this chick, whose name later, come to find out, is Alex, looks at Celia and was like, so is this your girlfriend? And Celia, looked at me, and I could tell she looked at me. I was hoping she would just say, no, that's my boyfriend, and that would be that. And I look up, and Celia's just looking at me, and I tried to lower my voice. And I was like, I'm her boyfriend? What do you say to that, right? I was like, no, I'm her boyfriend. And so she looks at me, and she's like, oh, so you're transgender. Maybe. But of course, not wanting to say that, I said, no. Never, right? So I said no, and she just kind of got this look on her face. So I lowered my hat, and I go back to eating my pizza and my fries, and just ignoring her. So she's like, so you just look like a girl. Thanks, woman, okay? Go the fuck away now. I am perfectly fine with people that, have mental disabilities or whatever. It's not like they did anything to get it. Kind of like me. I technically, quote, have a mental disorder. Being transgender. But it really upset me, and it really kind of pissed me off, because here this chick is insisting that I'm a girl, and she won't go away. And I'm not going to start anything with her because, obviously, that just wouldn't, be nice. But when I tell people this story, they're like, oh, well, she's mentally disabled, so therefore she's going to do things that are socially unacceptable. So, I don't mean to sound like a jackass, but I think that if they don't know what's socially acceptable, maybe they need supervision. And, that's just, maybe they do. So you can read more about that on my blog. You can comment on it, because I don't know what I should think about it. Everybody treats me like I'm an asshole whenever I tell them the story. But really, it really upset me. Because, if she were, No, just read my blog, and you'll see what I'm gonna say here. And because I'm out of time, and I actually have to get ready for class that starts in 40 minutes, and I have to put my binders on. So, read my blog, comment on it, transsniper.wordpress.com. I'll put it in the description. Watch it. Or read it. Watch this, read that. Okay. I gotta go. I gotta get ready. I gotta go to photography. Okay. Yeah. I'll try and make another video eventually. Okay. Congrats to Jacob for starting T. I'm jealous. Okay, alright, peace.